Today, we're gonna see what kind of live streaming gear $180 can get you on Temu. If you haven't heard of Temu, it's an online marketplace where you can buy all sorts of things from camera gear to lighting, computer accessories, smart home gear, and well, pretty much anything else you can think of. So when Temu reached out about sponsoring this video, I thought this would be a fun way to see what kind of video gear I could get on a budget. So in this video, we're gonna be unboxing this pile of gear that just arrived. They gave me a $180 budget to work with, so I had some fun putting together this cart to see what kinds of things I could get that would be useful for filming and live streaming. Now this is a marketplace, so there's a bunch of different sellers listing things on the site, so I have no idea what kind of quality to expect here. But the good news is Temu has free shipping and free returns within 90 days in case something doesn't work out. I also noticed they have a 30-day price protection, so if the price of something you bought drops within 30 days, you can actually get a refund of the difference. So we're gonna unbox all this and see what we've got. I'll leave links to everything down in the description below. I also have a $100 coupon code in the description for new users if you download the app from the link below. Make sure you follow the link and then use the coupon code DPM4544 to get your $100 coupon from the app. All right, let's dive in. Let's go ahead and start with this little charger. USB backup charger, 22.5 watts. This was $11 on the website, so let's take a look. Get it out of the package here. It comes with a little USB-C cord. Don't think I need a manual. Nice little compact battery. It's got USB-A and C. You can turn it on. It looks like it came 65% charged. Stick this on the back of my phone. Which way does it go? Looks like it goes that way. And there we go, charging. That's not too bad. Nice little compact. Give your phone a little bit of extra juice while you're filming something or streaming using your phone as a wireless camera, for example. Let's move on to the next. What have we got here? Mini electric turntable display stand. That's right. This was about $10 on the website. Not bad. Let's go ahead and see how it works. The box came a little bit beat up, but it's okay. Okay, it's got a power cord. Looks like we've got a power switch left and right, USB-C for power, and this is, I'm guessing, speed. We've got a battery compartment on the bottom. Looks like AAA's, so I should go get some batteries for this. Did not come with any. I kind of like that it has both USB-C power and batteries. That makes it a little bit more useful, so you don't have to run a wire to it if you don't want to. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's spinning, and sure enough, that is adjusting the speed. This is great for doing little product photos. So you can go ahead and like set something on this you want to take a picture of. Let's say it's the battery we just opened up. I actually use this trick in my videos pretty often. I want to do some fancy product B-roll. What you can do is you can film this going all the way around, get yourself a little tripod, film it going all the way around, and then speed it up in post. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like here. I'm going to set this on a tripod and film it for a second. So that's pretty cute. I think this is a win. Pack that up and stick it in the drawer. All right, what do we have next? This is, oh, I believe this is a USB-C power meter. Digital display, 100 watt digital display, 5 amp C2C adapter. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it into power and then plug my phone into this. And it is charging my phone, but it's also then showing me how many watts it's drawing. So it looks like my phone is drawing 5 or 6 watts of power while it's charging right now. This can be really useful if you need to debug to see if your device is actually drawing the right amount of power and to make sure that your cables actually support the charging rate that you think they do. And it claims to support 100 watts, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna hold on to this. This is great. And this little thing was only $2.50, which is kind of surprising for this little device. But that's really cute. All right, what's next? What is in this little box? This is a ring light with another USB cord. Looks like this one is $2.32 right now on this current lighting deal. This is cute. It has a little clip. It looks like it, oh, it's only micro USB, not USB-C for charging. Let's see if it's charged already. Oh, it is. So you can use this with your phone, I guess. This could work well for that product shot we were just doing. Of course, they say it's for selfies, so they have all the photos of you putting it on your phone like that, where the front camera shines through, but I'm not going to go and use this for selfie filming, but it is a cool little thing for filming, just shedding a little bit more light on these kind of close-up shots. It's cute, and it was extremely cheap. Really surprisingly cheap. While we're on the topic of small camera gear, it looks like we've got a little foldable aluminum tripod. This is only $6.98. Let's open this up and see what it looks like. I have a feeling I actually bought another part to this, because this looks like it's just the base. Oh, it's tiny and cute. Looks like we unscrew the base to pull out the feet. Comes with 4 feet. One is the spike and the others are the little legs. So we can put that back on and then attach the legs. This is kind of cool. Okay. Now it's a little stand, and it has a 1/4 inch screw up here. So that means we can really attach anything to it. Any kind of ball head that we have, we can just attach to the top there. That can be useful for travel. It's super light. It really weighs almost nothing. And I guess the spike goes onto the bottom if you want, and then you can spike it into the ground if you're doing something outside, which is pretty clever. I would probably pair this with something like this kind of small ball head, and that way you can actually change the angle that your camera is sitting at, or use it for different angle shoots like that. And then once you're done, you just unscrew everything and put it all back in the little case. Take off the bottom and drop them all in. Honestly, that's pretty clever. There we go. And it's back in its little case, and that can just slip into your bag. Small little package here with a USB cable. This USB-C cable is super short, which I actually really like these really short ones. This cable is $4.48, which is suspiciously cheap, so I hope it actually works. It says it supports 10 gigabits a second, but it is nice and flexible, which is what I like. I actually have some of these that I've bought from other stores that are very, very similar, so I'm hoping it's basically the same thing. This kind of short cable is really useful if you are plugging in a drive, for example, to an A10 Mini. It's nice and short, keeps it right there, and it's nice and bendy, so you can just kind of tuck it under there if you don't have one that actually has a proper mount for this rail. Do a quick little speed test and see how fast this can drop a file over to my computer. Here we've got a 14 gigabyte file. Let's go ahead and copy that to the drive with the little cable. Oh yeah, well, that's working great. That is certainly fast enough. Well, cool, that worked. Next up is another product photography related item. This is a little portable photo studio. This thing is $8.98. It's gonna unfold to this little studio with LEDs in it as well. So let's go ahead and open this up, take it out of the package. It does come with a nice little bag that actually looks like it might be a useful way to store it. So I'm gonna hang on to that. Okay, 5-volt micro USB. Oh, it comes with little color inserts as well. That's cute. And oh, it's this interesting like thick plastic. Actually, it has a nice feel to it. There's the LED strips here, so we can just kind of unfold it. Comes with a USB cord. It looks like it actually is a Y splitter. I'm guessing because there's 2 LED strips that are not connected together. So USB-A on that side, and it's got 2 long wires. I kind of wish they had split the Y over here, but that'll work. So let's get this unfolded and put together and see what we can do. Looks like there's a little cutout there. Okay, that's the little box. We've got little hooks back here. It looks like for hanging the backdrop if you didn't want white. Let's do a, let's use the white one. We can just kind of hang that up. Doing this by feel. Now we've got this nice seamless backdrop here. We could even combine this with our little turntable. And now let's get the lights turned on. So I've got this splitter plugged into this battery pack, and let's just give this a little try. Oh yeah, that's bright. This is really just a raw LED strip on the top of that case. All right, let's see how this looks with something inside of it. Wow, that is blinding. So let's say I want to do a little photo shoot of an obs bot on a seamless background. Grab my mirrorless camera and see if we can get an actual photo of this. Or we could even combine this with the little turntable, stick that in here, and actually get a video product shot as well. I was able to use the seamless backdrop that comes in this, which is actually pretty nice. And it does come with other color backdrops if you did want to do something on a green screen or blue screen, or just have a more fun color background as well. Those little backlights sure are bright, and they did a good job of just flooding this with light so that we didn't really see the background at all. Keep an eye out for other videos I shoot with this in the future. If you thought we were anywhere close to being done, there's so much more here. Okay, here we go. What is this? This appears to be a little wireless microphone. You know, I've actually seen this before. I have no idea what the actual brand is, but I saw several of these at NAB last year. It looks like they're just all over the place now. We're gonna have to do a little test recording because I'm very curious how well this does. Let's first take a look at the price. I'm actually seeing a whole bunch of them on Temu right now at pretty different prices. I got this for $5.31, and it looks like there's a couple versions that might be somewhere in the range. Some of them are on sale right now, anywhere from $3 to $8. Do double check that you're getting a 2-pack if you do want the 2-pack. I really hate this crunchy packaging, but we'll just get rid of that and store it somewhere else. Cute little microphones, super tiny, and the receiver is USB-C, which is great because my iPhone is now USB-C. I guess this is a charging cable for them. Looks like they come with these little clips, which do not appear to be removable. So, oh no, they are. I see how to remove them, like that. But yeah, it comes with these little clips, so you can clip it onto your shirt. Let's give that a try. If I can figure out how to turn it on. First, found the button. It's just on the bottom, little power button. It's blinking red and green. Let's turn this one on. Also blinking red and green. I'm guessing when I plug it into my phone, it will pair. So if I just plug this in, my recording app should detect it as an external microphone. Let's see if that's true. There it goes, USB audio device. And these both turned green. So let's give us a quick little recording test to see if these are actually any good. Oh, it looks like you can reverse the direction of the clip if you need, which is great because my shirt clips on this way. I'm gonna turn this one off so we don't get interference from that. So we'll just do a quick recording test into the iPhone app, Fairlight. This is a nice little app for recording audio podcasts or whatever. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually insert that audio over what I'm saying now. So the audio you're hearing now is actually from this wireless microphone, recorded into the phone, inserted into the video in post. So yeah, not bad for a little $5 mic kit. It's actually kind of surprisingly good quality for how completely ridiculously cheap this is. But it could be good to hang on to if you need a cheap wireless mic in a pinch. Moving right along, we've got another little tester. This is also, it looks like USB-C pass-through. Let's see what this one can do. Grab a power bank and give it a USB-C, or a little short USB-C cable, plug it into this little adapter. You can see how much the microphone takes to charge. Booting up. Wow, this one is really thorough. It's giving us volts, amps, watts, time, milliamp hours, milliwatt hours, and it even has a CPU temperature of the CPU inside the little thing. So it's charging at 5.29 volts, 0.05 amps. Let's see, was this one rated for 100 watts? This one says it can do 4 to 30 volts, 0 to 12 amps. Okay. Let's give it something a little bit beefier than this microphone. This is a little encoder I've been experimenting with. Let's see how much power this thing draws. So we'll plug that into the USB-C power of the video encoder. And then we'll give this power from the wall here and see what happens. There we go, 5 volts exactly, 0.4 amps here, 1.7, 1.6 watts. That's very cool. So if you ever need to know how much power something is drawing, this is a cute little adapter. This one is quite a bit more expensive than the last one. This one was $11.86, but it does have a lot more information on the screen. And it looks like it actually just negotiated up, and now it's actually drawing 12 volts. There it goes. Now I hear the fan kicking in on the encoder box. This is great. Good little testing tools to keep around in case you need to double check that your cables or your devices are working properly. Next, what is this? Oh, that's cute. It's not even electronic. It's just a little level, 3-axis level that actually fits into a cold shoe of a camera. So I can just slide this right into the cold shoe on top of the camera, and now I can very quickly tell my camera is straight, which can be handy because sometimes your camera can only tell one axis, and this actually gives you a bunch of different axes, including the top down, which is fun. Nice little analog device there. This is only $1.78. That's wild. That's very cool though. What is this? Oh, it's just a little pouch, which actually is handy because I've sure ended up collecting a lot of little things. Let's see, this, we can stash the microphone kit into, maybe stash our little USB tester as well. There's the other one. That's a cute little pouch. I think I had a couple dollars left on my order by the time I ordered this one. Let's see how much that cost. That looks like this one. It was $1.67. That's wild. I don't understand how it's possible to make something this cheap. But yeah, great. Now I got a spot to actually keep all these little accessories that I've been collecting. Over here, we've got another little clip-on light. This is tiny. I can't actually believe how small this light is. Definitely accumulating USB cables. So this just has a little clip to clip onto your phone or whatever, and one button on the top. Looks like it did not arrive charged, so we're gonna have to give this a quick charge with, unfortunately, micro USB. I hope this thing was cheap, because it sure feels cheap. Let's give that a quick charge off of this battery pack. Here we go. Oh, it is not bright. I know it kind of looks like it in the video, but it's really not bright. Definitely not going to light up anything more than a foot away, but could be useful for just a little highlight on something, I guess, if you need to get just a little extra zing to show the contour of a shape of something. This was $2.17. I feel like this is not actually a good deal. This feels like it should be cheaper than $2 compared to the other things I've got in this haul. I'm going to put this one down on the not a good deal column. Okay, we're getting down to the wire here. Here's an interesting one. This is a little HDMI extender over Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable. Single network cable extender. Gonna have to test this because this would be actually pretty cool if this was any good, because it's nice and it's a nice little small kit. Looks like it is only powered over from the HDMI ports, not from anything else. So we'll see how good this actually is. Okay, this is $2.85, which doesn't actually make any sense to me. I am extremely suspicious, and I'm almost scared to plug it into anything because I don't really understand how this can do anything if it only costs $2.60. Let's give it a try. Let's see if this works. Let's go from this HDMI dongle out of my phone into the transmitter. There's not even any lights on it. Plug the receiver into this monitor. Give this monitor some power. And then I don't have a super long cable to test with, but this one's kind of long. So we'll just plug in this Ethernet, pretending like it's a long wire. It's a decent length. I don't remember how long it actually is. And are we getting anything? Oh, sure enough. Saw it for a second. It says it's receiving a 720p DVI signal, but it's not displaying anything. Let's try this again. I give us about 50-50 as to whether this actually works. Not getting a signal from my phone. Okay, let's try a different HDMI source other than my phone. Could be the dongle doesn't work with this too. Okay, let's give it a shot with this camera and see what happens. Plug in the micro adapter. Plug this in. Cross your fingers. Okay. Still no signal. This screen blinked when I plugged it in. It definitely recognized it. Try it again. The camera recognized it. Oh, that blinked for a second. Still not actually getting a signal though. This might be a fail. No LEDs on this to even let us know if it's remotely working. Well, it was worth an experiment. I'm gonna go with no, not a good deal there. All right, we're really getting down to the wire here. Only a few things left, but a couple of them are kind of big. This one is another small little thing. This is this weird little silicone thing that folds down, but it pops up like that. This is actually so you can take pictures without getting glares in windows, which is kind of clever. This was actually one of the more spendy things in the list. This was actually $7.50 for this little silicone lens mount thing. But it is actually, I mean, it feels reasonably good quality. So let's see what it does on this camera. You can just slip it over the lens. It looks like it isn't made for big lenses, so it does come in a couple different sizes. There's definitely different size ones you can get, but this one is made for this kind of smallish. Maybe I can go like that. Oh, that feels better. Okay, we'll go like that. Slip that over the lens and then pop that up, and now we can actually shoot against glass and get in at the right angle to actually get pictures without a bunch of glare. That's actually kind of cool. And it does, now that I figured out how to get it on and off the camera, actually does come off quickly. And if we do it the right way around, you can actually get it on the camera really quick as well. Slips over the lens, pop that up, and now you can go and shoot against glass. I'm gonna hold on to this and keep this handy in my travel kit because I do like shooting out windows in hotel rooms and stuff, and the glare is really annoying, so that'll come in handy. Kind of spendy compared to the rest of these, but hey, at least this one seems like it's reasonably good quality. Okay, the last little tiny thing is this, which is another tester. This is $3.48, and this is just a little USB cable tester. So let's get this out of the package. I might need to read the manual on this one because this looks like it might actually have useful instructions. So we've got connectors for Lightning, Type-C, Micro, Power In, and Type-C. So let's give it power first. I know we have a USB-C cable around here somewhere. Okay, so we power the board. Let's test this one. This one came in with one of the things I got. It is USB-A to USB-C. And the thing I hate about these cables is that you can never tell if they're data only or just charging cables. So let's plug that into the type A and plug this into the type C and see what happens. It looks like this is only a charging cable because only the power and ground are lit up. Let me test with a cable I know supports data. I actually don't know if this one supports data, so this will be a useful test. Plug that in there. Ah, and that one does support data. All 4 lights lit up. This is great. This will let me sort through this massive pile of cords that I have at my desk, which are mostly unorganized and unmarked. Now that is a little handy thing to keep around, especially for $3.48. That's cute. Data cable detection board. Let's see what we've got here. I don't actually remember what this is. Oh, cute. It's a little on-air sign. Everybody needs one of these. Ooh, it's heavy. Comes with little chains to hang it up too, which is cool. Look at this. This is gonna live in my background for sure. Remove the protection from the back before use. Connection seems a little bit fragile. Just have to be careful with it. Nice long power cable, which is nice. Give it some power. Looks like there's a little switch on the bottom. Ha! Look at that. That's cute. It has different brightness settings too if you want to make it a little bit dimmer. Or crank it all the way up. This was on the higher end of the price. This is $18.48. But hey, you know, it's cute. I like it. Looks like little neon. It's got this nice acrylic back. And comes with these chains to hang it from the little mounting holes they give you here. I think that is gonna have to live in my background. So keep an eye out on future live streams for this. Yeah, that's gonna look great back there. That's great. I actually completely forgot about this one. This is a little mini LED projector. Very curious to see how good this is, if it's any good at all, considering how cheap it was. Remember, everything here totaled up to $180. This was actually $48 when I got it, so it looks like the price varies wildly, and there's a bunch of different versions of this as well. So we'll see if this is any good. This is by far the most expensive thing that I've got out of this whole collection, so I hope it's actually worth it. I'm not expecting it to be super bright just because it is like a tiny projector, but hopefully it's somewhat decent. Interesting that it's actually powered with full-on wall power, not USB, so that is actually a good sign. It does come with a little remote, which means I need little batteries. Steal the batteries from the turntable for now. So the reason I got this in this collection was because projectors can actually be a fun tool for doing things like backgrounds of photo shoots or virtual sets. We'll see if this is gonna be anything at all useful for that, but I'm hopeful. It does have an HDMI port on the back as well as USB, but let's power this on and see what happens. Okay, fan is going strong already. Noisy. Let's throw it onto the background here, even though I have all these lights on, and see what it looks like. Okay, so we're not winning any awards for brightness here, but the room is actually kind of bright still. But let's just see what we can do with a little picture on this. First, let's give this a little bit of focus. Let's see what we can do with the HDMI port. This is actually feeding it a picture from my ATEM, so let's give it my media player. There we go, now I've got my channel art on the wall. Okay, that's not bright. I will say it's not very bright, but I don't know what I was expecting. I bet we can do something a little bit better with it in a smaller confined space where it's closer to the projecting surface. Also projecting it on white instead of gray. I wonder if we can use this little box for it at all. It's far too big for that, but I think this might work with just an abstract picture. Let's set it back to HDMI. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I can shine my little RGB background into the box. Trying to think of some interesting ways to use this. It's definitely dim compared to a real projector, but that is what I expect for how much it costs. It is also noisy and puts out a lot of heat. This one's gonna go in the maybe pile. Maybe there's a way I'll be able to use it in the future. Definitely not 100% sold. Okay, last but not least, and the largest but not most expensive, is a green screen. This is gonna actually unfold into a screen that can attach to the back of my chair. So let's give this a try and see what this does. Oh my god, it takes up almost the entire room. Well, that was certainly easy to put together. I guess I have to get rid of my little lights in the background. Let's kill those. And I definitely need some more light on the screen itself in order for this to work well, because this is pretty gray right now. So how can I fix that? Maybe this will work better in my other set where I normally sit with this chair. Let's go move over there. This is actually way wider than I thought. It's almost too wide to be this close to the wall. I need to be sitting like there. This might be green enough to work. Let's see if I can give it a quick chroma key in the ATEM and see what it does. The back of my chair is just tilted back a bit, so I need it to like be held up by something. If the back of my chair was straight, it would work a lot better. Because this corner is going to be a problem, I can tell. Well, let's see if I can just get a little outline around just my face. So here is my side-by-side layout, but we'll see if we can change this around to chroma key myself on top of the computer screen. So let's go and grab a chroma key. Probably not using that for anything. Chroma key, we'll grab the camera and do a quick little sample of something next to my face. Let's say that, and see what it does. Hey, that worked decently well right off the bat. Let's go ahead and clean this up a bit. Let's first shrink it down. We'll make myself nice and small. There we go. And I'll cut to my computer screen full screen so that I can show you what I'm doing, but also so I can put myself down in the corner like I would actually want to do. We'll go ahead and scoot myself over a little bit. And then we're gonna use a mask to get rid of some of the stuff on the right and left. So let's go ahead and crop this down to like 10, maybe 8. And that got rid of most of that. I can probably go even farther. Yeah, because I don't need... There we go. This is what I mean by that corner. I really should figure out some way to get it like that. But I can trim some off the top as well to reduce some of that. If I did have the ability to put this into a circle, that would actually be really handy. But then we can also tweak the key because I can see a little bit of green around my hair, which is not surprising considering this is not actually very well lit. Again, if I go back to what it looks like here, it's not the best lit green screen, so it's doing a decent job considering. But we can go ahead and tweak the key here. Maybe I should actually make myself larger to see what I'm doing. Yeah, foreground looks best there. Background looks better a little bit higher up. Gets rid of some of the green around my hair. It's not too bad. And I'm not really getting any spill because it's not a very bright green, so I don't think I need to do that much. Oh, it does clean up my hair a little bit, so we'll do that. And that doesn't work. Don't think I need any color adjustments because that's just going to change my actual video. Hey, that's not too bad. I do wish I could do a chroma key inside of a pattern though. Oh, I guess I can use a second ME for it. What if I did that? What if I made the fill source actually my second ME and the second ME did a circle first? So let's go do that. Let's first set my ATEM to ME2 and we'll get rid of the key. And what I'm going to do is first just use, I'm actually going to set this to black, and then I'm going to make a circle. So over in ME2, I'm going to make a pattern, which is using my camera as a fill source and make it a circle. I'll bring it on air, and now this is what we're looking at. Let me tweak the position of this a little bit so that we have it in the right spot. And this is just going to let me crop that little corner out. So now that corner won't even be in the video I'm going to be sending to the other layer. So this is the source we're going to be working with now. Now when I bring this on air, I can actually set the chroma key source. Instead of desk camera, it'll be ME2, and that'll use the cropped version of it. I guess I need to actually set that to the same green so that it gets keyed out too. Let's go back to ME2, and instead of using a black background here, I actually need to make this background a green that's very close to the green here. So I'm going to use a color source for that, and I'm going to change that color to be something close. I'm just using a color picker. That's not very close. Let's try again. We'll see if that actually keys it out. Nope, but now we can experiment with the key here. I wish I could like eyedropper it. Okay, we're getting there. I still have a little bit left, so let's see if we can maybe use the foreground, background, and key adjustments to get rid of that last little bit. Oh, there it goes. Okay, hey, that's pretty good. And now I can shrink myself back down and put myself in the corner. Hey, this is actually pretty cool. I can use this for doing little, oh, it looks funny with my, with the little circle down there. Let's scoot myself down a little bit. And then I'm just a little floating head in the bottom. And now I can do little tutorials explaining ATEM stuff with my head in the corner. And what I'm actually sitting at is this green screen. Not exactly the right placement for it in my room. Again, I should be farther away from this wall so I can be more centered and have the camera better spot. And the chair back is sloped back, so if your chair does slope back, it's not going to work well. But you know, if you have like a flat back chair, it should work a lot better, because really this should be like that. But still, it looks pretty good, and it was a very affordable little green screen as well. And now I can use this to show you the rest of the Temu website as well. This was just $11 and just attaches to the back of the chair. It's kind of cute. And that was unboxing $180 of video streaming gear from Temu. Thanks again to Temu for sponsoring this video. Links to everything are down below, and you can also just search the app for finding all these different products online. And again, they offer free shipping and price match guarantee, so you can always make sure you're getting the best deal. I hope you got some ideas of interesting new gear to try out in your kits. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.